I was about to sneeze, but this is me. This is me getting the King of Kings trait, the achievement. So pretty much what you have to do is get 20. You have to get 20. You have to get 20. You have to get 20 traits on a king, naturally. But yes, this does mean, yes, you can have a miracle born on them, so you can't spawn them in until you have to find someone that has a couple traits, like about 4 or 5, 6 traits. And what you're going to have to do is first, you can still use blood rain, you can still use those rain items, like, so you can bless them and everything, so you can get those extra curses. Just don't, so it's important. So then, after you purchase them, go get a mage for his staff, but very specifically make sure that he has the most important part is that he's cursed and crippled, and he's tiny, so he has 1 HP. And if you have other things, just slap on a whole bunch of other bad traits to make him be very bad, and make sure you can use all of these traits, but it's most important to use these 2 traits. Use this one to power up so that because it'll force that dragon. You can also use it for the dragon to get those 2, Mage Slayer and Dragon Slayer. Use that to get those abilities, and bada bing, bada boom, you already got those. Then you start getting some skeletons to keep just farm a very long time until you can get Eye Patch and Crippled. Yes, it's a negative trait, but it's very important. But make sure, I'm just gonna say this, you're gonna need to save the Plague if you're ever planning to do this, and just make sure you get put on the Plague before hitting him with lightning to get the supercharge. Because that will make him immortal already, but then you also have the supercharge ability, which you also can. See, pretty much, yep. Sadly, he's immortal, so yeah. As you can see, he's not really happy, his screen is completely filled. Next up, then, after you get the mastery, after you get those 2, you're gonna make sure that he gets a king. Just put him in an island, and if you can, just try to separate him, make an island, and separate him. Curse everybody that's on there, then put him back, so that he's like the very most likely to get king. Then king, just go over to settings and get the debug by going to settings and hitting the hamburger until you get that, and your sonic speed until he gets the wise and golden tooth one. And I do really suggest that you do have on that that they don't need food and they can live forever, because that's gonna make sure that the character doesn't die. Then after you get that, then you're going to very specifically do this. You're gonna very specifically can get to the tumor. It's gonna take some time. Make sure you save before doing any of these steps. Make sure you save to get tumor. After you get tumor, give him infected. Give him infected from just using the spore things. Then from using this, then actually get the spore thing that he used mushrooms, spray that on him too. Then give him the plague. Turn on these shield effects. This takes a little longer. These power-ups, these 2, and hit him with lightning a couple times until he gets until he gets immortal and energized. Then just click at him, and now you have a king. Now make sure he's still the king, because if you use the curse effect on him, you're gonna he's not most likely just gonna quit. So yeah, and that is how you get him. Now I'm gonna note that it's gonna take. No, it took me about a lot of hours. So I got lucky once you figure out the pattern, it's a lot easier. And I feel sorry if you messed it up. You've accidentally electrocuted him before getting pudding pour on. So anyways, goodbye, as I shall continue this immortal happiness.